What's unfolding right now is serious. Cardi B's baby father is in major trouble, and his NFL career, and possibly his freedom, are both on the line. Yes, I'm going to say that again. His professional football career and his freedom are at risk. Now, Cardi B has already been under heavy scrutiny over the ongoing drama involving Stefon Diggs, Offset, and everything surrounding her personal life. Social media has had plenty to say, with many people questioning her decisions and whether she believed she was better off in this situation. But all of that takes a backseat now. Cardi B has a new baby and a new crisis because Stefon Diggs is facing a situation that could completely derail his future. For those who may not be up to speed, reports have just surfaced that Stefon Diggs, the wide receiver for the New England Patriots, has been charged with a felony. The charge is strangulation and suffocation. In addition to that, he is also facing misdemeanor charges related to assault and battery. This is not a small issue, and the implications could be career-ending. This situation has escalated quickly, and all eyes are now on what happens next. Now, these charges are tied to an incident that allegedly took place earlier this month in Massachusetts. At this time, key details, such as what led up to the alleged altercation or exactly what occurred, have not been made public. Court documents and reports remain limited because the case is still active, and there is a clear effort to keep this situation from becoming a media circus while the legal process unfolds. According to reports, Stefon Diggs was not arrested at the scene. Instead, he was issued a criminal summons. A motion hearing was held today at the Dedham District Court to decide whether the court records should be impounded or sealed, based on concerns that excessive media coverage could potentially influence the case or taint a future jury pool. Diggs' arraignment has been scheduled for January 23, 2026, just 2 days before the AFC Championship game. The timing alone has raised eyebrows, especially given what's at stake for both Diggs and the Patriots organization. Reports also indicate that his legal team is exploring a possible monetary resolution with the alleged victim, which appears to relate to potential civil claims running parallel to the criminal case. Through his representatives, Stefon Diggs has flatly denied all allegations. His attorney, Michael R. D. Stefano, argued in court that the documents should be sealed to prevent public opinion from shaping the narrative before the facts are fully presented. In other words, the defense does not want Diggs tried in the court of public opinion before his day in an actual courtroom. Meanwhile, the New England Patriots have released a brief statement acknowledging the accusations. The team confirmed it is aware of the situation, stated that it is supporting Diggs, and affirmed its intention to cooperate fully with both the NFL and law enforcement. Beyond that, the organization declined to comment further, citing the ongoing legal proceedings. This situation is still developing, and the fallout, both legally and professionally, could be significant. Now, beyond what's been filed in court, authorities have not released any additional public statements, and the alleged victim's identity has not been disclosed. On social media, however, reactions have been swift and intense. Many people are already speculating about a possible NFL suspension and what this could mean for Stefon Diggs' career, especially with the playoffs right around the corner. What's also adding fuel to the fire is the fact that this is not the first time Diggs' name has been linked to serious allegations. And a lot of people don't know this, so let's talk about it. There is another accuser who previously came forward with claims against Stefon Diggs stemming from an incident in 2023 at Diggs' home in Maryland. That accuser, identified as Christopher Blake Griffith, alleged that after a night out, Diggs offered him a substance and then behaved inappropriately. Griffith claimed that Diggs exposed himself, made unwanted advances, and attempted to engage in sexual behavior without consent. He also alleged that Diggs tried to lure him further into the home during that encounter. Griffith went on to claim that Stefon Diggs was connected to a later violent incident involving an elevator, which allegedly included Diggs' younger brother, Darez Diggs. In that separate matter, Darez Diggs reportedly received probation. While these allegations are separate and occurred at different times, they are now resurfacing and being widely discussed as Diggs faces his current legal battle. All of this combined is intensifying public scrutiny and raising serious questions about what comes next for his career and his future. Now, in response to those allegations, Diggs filed a defamation lawsuit in October of this year, flatly denying all claims. He maintained that the night in question was uneventful and stated that Griffith simply asked to leave after they spent time hanging out. In November, Griffith countersued, standing by his accusations of sexual battery and asserting that he was a victim of Stefon Diggs. That civil case is still ongoing, and it's important to note that no criminal charges have come out of that situation. Then, in February 2025, Diggs found himself entangled in yet another legal dispute, this time involving his ex-girlfriend, reality TV personality Mulan Hernandez, also known as Mia Jones, along with her friend Bona Mac. Diggs alleged that the two assaulted him during an incident at his Houston apartment in June. According to his claims, he was punched in the chest, threatened with a weapon, had his property destroyed, and was later subjected to an attempted extortion scheme in which millions were allegedly demanded under the threat of releasing false abuse accusations. Hernandez responded by filing a countersuit, accusing Diggs of physical assault, including punching her and causing a concussion, as well as coercion. Diggs has denied those allegations as well, stating that any physical contact was an act of self-defense. That case, like the others, remains a civil matter with sharply conflicting accounts, and no criminal charges have been filed. When you step back and look at the bigger picture, this is undeniably a bad look. For an NFL star of Stefon Diggs' stature, being surrounded by multiple legal disputes and serious allegations, whether proven or not, raises red flags and invites intense scrutiny. At this point, all anyone can hope is that the truth comes out and that he did not commit the acts he's being accused of. But until these matters are resolved, both his reputation and his career remain under a very dark cloud. Now, Cardi B had just finished dealing with backlash because Stefon Diggs was allegedly not with her on Christmas Day. She went online to respond to the criticism, trying to shut the noise down, and then this news breaks the very next day. Naturally, people are going to come for her again, even though she's not the one facing charges. That's just how the internet works. This story is already everywhere: TMZ, major sports outlets, and mainstream news. And the timing could not be worse. The playoffs are approaching, and if Diggs is found guilty, his NFL career could be in serious jeopardy. On top of that, he's juggling multiple civil cases, which only adds to the legal and reputational pressure surrounding him right now. That said, it needs to be stated clearly: Stefon Diggs is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. His legal team is actively pushing to seal and suppress the details of this case, arguing that releasing them now could unfairly prejudice the proceedings. As of this moment, the public does not know what specifically led to the felony charge. So for now, all anyone can do is wait and watch how this unfolds. I want to know how y'all feel about this. Do you think people should slow down and stop rushing to judgment? Or do you think the pattern of allegations tells its own story? Personally, I believe waiting for actual evidence is always the right approach. I haven't seen a smoking gun. I haven't seen video footage. I haven't seen verified details laid out publicly. And in today's climate, a lot of people don't go straight to the police. They go the civil route to hit pockets. But this situation crossed into criminal territory, which makes it very different. That's why this case matters. So what do you think? Do you believe Stefon Diggs is the monster some people are painting him to be? Or do you think there may be other motives at play that could derail his career? And how do you think Cardi B is going to handle all of this pressure moving forward? We'll have to wait and see what evidence comes out, especially if and when these documents are unsealed. Until then, I'm reserving final judgment. I appreciate everyone tapping in. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.